Hey Steve, so who have you worked with before? Like, I heard you work with MJ, right? Michael?
Yep.
Yeah. You got an interesting story about him too, don't you?
Yeah, I can tell you my story.
Yeah, that was the setup. That was the setup there.
Okay.
I told you this story once before.
Yeah,
I'll tell you once again.
She hasn't heard it.
She hasn't heard it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I was working with, one of the times I was working with Michael, we were working on a song. And it was a big giant board like this one, and we had probably about 128 tracks or so going on the board. And we were almost done with the mix, but Mike had to leave for Europe. He had to go to Paris the next day. He says, well, what you guys can do is just finish up the little things tonight, and then before you trip tomorrow, call me up, and I'll hear the track over the phone. I'm like, okay. So we had this thing that plugged directly out of the board and went into the phone. So when you played the mix off the board, it sounded like hold music on the phone. So you're on the phone, you could kind of hear it. So the next gig came, and we called Mike, and we said, hey, we got the mix done. You know, we want to listen to it. And he's like, okay, yeah. So he listens to the whole song down. He's like, yeah, I really like it, except this one part. This right. It needs to go up just a little bit. I'm like, okay. I'm like, so I look to the board, and there's like 100 sounds that do that same thing, you know. And I solo a sound, which I thought could have been it. I'm like, were you talking about this one? He's like, no. 1 3 faders down to your right. And so I go down 3 faders to my right. I solo this one up. And I'm like, you mean this sound? He's like, yeah, that sound. I want you to bring it up just like a half dB to a dB. I'm like, all right. And I brought it up half dB to a dB. It was about a dB. I brought it up. And we listened back to the thing, and we're like, oh, wow, that really, the whole mix just kind of like went, really, you know, made it happen. We're like, man, how did he hear that?
Yeah.
Not only did he hear it over to the phone across, you know, and this is 1996, you know, 97. So he's on a brick phone in Paris, you know. But not only did he, you know, hear that sound and the one
crazy.
Sound that really needed to be moved up,
He
memorized the board before he left.
So he must have I was telling him he must have a photographic memory or something.
He must.
Because that's insane. Like he's like, oh no, not 3 faders over.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
it.
he knew exactly where it was.
Holy shit, man.
It was pretty hilarious.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's nuts.
That's why he's the legend.
Yeah. Michael.
Yeah.
Yes, that's.
Thank you, Steve. That's cool.
That's one of the Michael stories there. And we're going to spin you around on the chair here. Here you go. Ready? There you go. Right back there. That was my little effect there.
Great.
Good night.
Good night.